Were you a kid in the 70s? It was an amazing time, and we did things back then that kids today are missing out on. In the 1970s, stepping into an arcade felt like entering another world. Rows of flashing pinball machines lined the walls, and early video games like Pong and Space Invaders captured our imaginations. With a pocket full of quarters, we'd compete for high scores by mastering the timing of flippers, or by battling pixelated invaders. The sounds of the machines and the smell of greasy pizza filled the air, creating an atmosphere that was pure electricity. Earning a few extra plays, or finally topping the leaderboard, was a badge of honor in a time when fun wasn't downloaded, it was earned. The faint sound of a jingling tune rolling through the neighborhood would send kids into a frenzy, sprinting barefoot across lawns and sidewalks. We'd scramble for spare change, digging through couch cushions, or raiding the kitchen junk drawer, just in time to flag down the colorful truck. Waiting in line, sweaty and breathless, was half the excitement. The other half was tearing into a rocket pop or a push pop before it melted in the summer heat. Those sunny afternoons chasing the ice cream man felt endless, and every sweet treat tasted like pure magic. Halloween nights in the 1970s belonged entirely to kids. Dressed in store-bought masks or homemade costumes, we roamed the dark streets in noisy packs, armed only with pillowcases and flashlights. No parents hovered nearby. The only rule was to stick together and be home before bedtime. Porch lights glowed like beacons, and the excitement of a full bag of candy kept us moving from house to house. It was a thrilling, independent adventure, where the biggest worry was trading off the candy you didn't like once you got back home. Getting dropped off at camp meant stepping into a world without parents, where days were filled with canoe races, campfire songs, and games of capture the flag. Letters from home took days to arrive, and homesickness was cured by making friends or diving into new activities. Whether you were learning to shoot arrows, crafting friendship bracelets, or hiking dusty trails, every day felt like a mini adventure. And the smell of wood smoke still brings back memories of those carefree weeks spent sleeping in cabins under the stars. Recollection Road is proud to partner with LEGACYBOX. If you've considered preserving your family's memories, then watch until the end of this video to see how LEGACYBOX can help you do it. Summer days stretched out forever, and the only limit was how long you could stay outside before getting hungry. We'd hop on bikes in the morning and search for the action. A pickup baseball game, a game of kick the can, or maybe a new tree to climb. Parents rarely knew exactly where we were, trusting we'd show up when the streetlights flickered on. Scraped knees, dirty faces, and grass-stained jeans were all part of the deal. Freedom wasn't scheduled. It was found in every backyard and empty lot we could claim. Before allowances became standard, a lot of kids earned their spending money the old-fashioned way, by working. Paper routes meant rising before the sun, rain or shine, to toss newspapers onto doorsteps. Others roamed parks and neighborhoods collecting empty soda bottles, exchanging them for a handful of coins at the corner store. Hard work taught responsibility early, and there was nothing quite like the pride of buying something with money you earned yourself, even if it all went straight into candy or baseball cards. It was worth the effort. Armed with boards, bent nails, and endless imagination, we turned a secret place in the woods into a kingdom. Every fort had its own secret code, creaky floors, and lopsided walls that somehow stayed standing through storms and roughhousing. Hours disappeared as we hammered, tied ropes, and scavenged materials from garages or alleys. A hidden clubhouse was more than just a structure. It was a fortress against boredom, a meeting place for neighborhood missions, and a tiny slice of independence no adult could touch. The radio was our portal to the wider world, a place where Casey Kasem's voice counted down the top 40, and we waited, fingers poised over the record button, to capture our favorite songs. DJs felt like trusted friends, spinning new hits we hadn't heard yet, alongside old favorites we knew by heart. Songs back then weren't instantly available, so waiting for them to come on the radio took patience and a little bit of luck. Getting banged up was almost a rite of passage. Whether you wiped out on your bike, crashed into a fence during a backyard football game, or took a tumble off the jungle gym, the reaction was always the same: just walk it off. If you did get a skinned up knee, or drew blood in any way, you most likely were treated with a dab of mercurochrome and were sent on your way. The playgrounds of the 1970s were playgrounds of adventure. They had towering metal rocket ships, daring kids to climb to dizzying heights. Slides were also tall, steep, and sizzling hot under the summer sun, and the ground below was often nothing but packed dirt or hard asphalt. Risk was all part of the fun. You climbed higher, swung faster, and learned how to fall without breaking anything important. Early in the 1970s, a cold soda from a vending machine cost just a dime, and purchasing a cold drink was half the fun. You'd drop the coin, heard the satisfying clunk, and pulled an ice-cold glass bottle from the machine's racks. Popping off the cap using the built-in opener on the side felt official, and savoring a fizzy orange or cola drink on a hot day was pure satisfaction. Prices, however, climbed as the decade wore on, but for a few sweet years, a single coin could buy pure refreshment. Every payphone was a potential gold mine if you were lucky. We checked the coin return slot every time we passed one, hoping to find a forgotten dime or quarter rattling inside. Payphones stood on every corner, in gas stations, grocery stores, and malls, waiting for someone to call home. Finding loose change felt like winning the lottery. Whether you used it to call your mom or buy a candy bar was entirely up to you. Back then, having your birthday party at McDonald's, Burger King, or even Shakey's Pizza was the ultimate celebration. Paper crowns, balloons tied to chairs, and massive sheet cakes made the day feel larger than life. Sometimes you would even get a behind-the-scenes tour or a special visit from a mascot like Ronald McDonald. Goodie bags filled with tiny toys and coupons were prized possessions long after the party ended. Long before laser tag and trampoline parks, a birthday party with friends and fast food was the best kind of magic. When the summer heat cranked up and boredom set in, dragging the garden hose into the yard turned any afternoon into a splash party. Simple sprinklers were enough to keep us running, slipping, and squealing with laughter for hours. It really didn't take a fancy water park to have a blast. Just a patch of grass, bare feet, and a fearless attitude about getting soaked. We certainly didn't worry about muddy clothes or grass stains. We just lived in the moment. Recollection Road loves to recommend LEGACYBOX because we both believe in preserving the past. If you have a cluttered closet with cherished home videos and photos that rarely see the light of day, then you need to visit LEGACYBOX.com/recollection. These irreplaceable heirlooms are rapidly fading away, and they deserve to be digitized and shared with family and friends. And right now, LEGACYBOX is offering you $9 tape transfers. The process is simple. Send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, and pictures. Their team will professionally digitize everything by hand, right here in the USA. You'll get the originals returned to you, along with organized digital copies. I love LEGACYBOX because it makes all my favorite memories available anytime. I can post them on social media or pull up a slideshow on my TV, which keeps special family moments alive. Visit LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to shop their $9 tape sale. That's LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to unlock this incredible offer. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt and sign up for the newsletter. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.